In just a couple of days, we know families, friends from throughout the country, they're going to be gathering because we didn't get to do so last year for Thanksgiving because of the pandemic.
Yeah, but holidays can bring a slew of stress, complications, navigating complex family dynamics. So we want to talk about that. We want to bring in Dr. Lisa Marie Bobby. She is the founder and clinical director of Growing Self Counseling and Coaching with some tips on handling family stress over the holidays. Hey, thank you for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me. And what an important topic.
It really is. I mean, tell our viewers why, focusing on healthy interactions, is really important. Sometimes it's really overlooked, and it is important to have these happy, stress-free holiday gatherings.
We put so much time into everything else, right? The food, the presents, what we're wearing even, but we don't think about how we're going to handle the micro moments between other family members during these gatherings. And that's really what can make or break a holiday. So by focusing on how you want to be and how you want to handle situations, it can change the entire experience for the better.
Yeah, I'm glad you said how to handle a situation. So confession here, I've been married for almost 20 years. I adore my wife's family, but as I often tell her when we get together for the holidays, drama is like currency, and they exchange it quite a bit around the holiday table. And I'm just sorry, a lot of the times I don't have popcorn, so I could just sit back and enjoy it. But what is your advice to those who don't want to stay out of the fray as the others are engaging each other?
Well, it's a good point that you are aware of the cultural differences, maybe between your wife's family and your own family of origin. But the best thing to do before these situations is really think long and hard about what are your most important values and what are your intentions, and going into these situations with the spirit of creating connection, strengthening relationships will help you overlook the frustrations and really, find those connecting moments when you can respond in a way that's positive and relationship promoting instead of, jumping into the fray and making things worse instead of better, which is easy to do.
When you're talking about the gathering of different people, different cultures, and sometimes it's just an age difference, the young folks, they're on social media, the older folks, sometimes the grandparents, they're not on social media, they don't know social media norms, they're sometimes not even up to speed on being PC. When you have those situations take place, do you, do you just kind of avoid it? Do you say, hey, just change the subject? And give us some advice real quick.
If you're talking about things like political differences or differences on how to handle things, I think that that's what you're saying.
Yes.
I think the most important thing is to, not get into fights, but also not avoid and betray your own values. And I think thinking about the noble intentions of your family and staying connected to your values around love, kindness, respect can help you have courageous conversations that are respectful and that don't compromise your own values and also don't damage your relationships. But you really have to think about how you want to handle these triggering situations in advance, because otherwise it's just so easy to become reactive, and that's what can make things get bad fast.
I'm going to try to remember just the tone of your voice. You're so very calm,
Yeah.
Dr. Bobby. You're very good, clearly, at what you do.
Except with my own family.
Of course. Hey, great stuff this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.
All right.